We all constantly hear about data and its importance to the advancement in technology. But what is data? In a technological sense, data can be described as the information between human and electronic interactions. Data allows for input from the human to be processed and restructured, and then is outputted for other humans to then interpret. In recent years, we have been living in a more technologically centric world, where data is more prevalent and important than ever before. Data in this day and age is analogous to water, in the sense that it's abundant and essential. It allows for many other things of great value to grow and develop, but itself has no value.
As simple as the idea of data is, it still plays a crucial role in how we as a society now interact with the world. Most of the news and updates on current events we receive come through a certain medium of technology, which in essence means that data is now involved in the process of delivering said news. This then runs a risk of government figures tampering with the data and controlling what the public gets to see, or abolishing technological free speech of a nation entirely. A prime example of this is the farmers' protests in India, where certain bills have been passed that abolish the minimum wage of farmers. In turn, over a quarter of a billion farmers are now protesting in the nation's capital, making it the largest protest in human history. But to combat this, internet jammers have been put up by the government to ensure that no news leaks out about the protest to the public.
All may seem lost when talking about an issue of this magnitude. It may seem as though a solution is out of our reach and is something that we may need to accept. But to overcome hurdles in our society is what makes us progress further as a species. A possible solution is creating an act similar to the Geneva Convention, in that specific guidelines are set in how the government may control access to the internet, which all sovereign states must adjourn to. This act will protect all digital citizens and gives free speech to all.
This act will be structured in such a way that guidelines will be set to ensure the government is not inappropriately tampering with the influx and output of data. Some bills in this act may consist of the following. Human rights are kept intact and respected. Free speech is not suppressed. The governing bodies may not control or tamper data in a way that promotes their own party and undermines opposing parties. Some possible exceptions where the government is allowed to tamper with the data may include the content being produced or coming into the country are human right violations, or the content breaks laws that in the sovereign state that are not in direct conflict with this act.
The digital revolution began in 1947 when the first transistor was invented, and advancements in technology have been exponentially increasing ever since. The importance of data in this day and age is indescribable. It has become such an integral part of our society over the past 70 years, we cannot imagine life without it. But with all the good that is provided, there are those who seek to use it to their advantage. If governing bodies can filter data to their whim, this evokes a real ethical issue concerning free speech. No international laws have been instilled to prevent this from happening, and such acts can be seen in nations such as China, India, and North Korea. A solution to this can be to create an international act whose sole purpose is to prevent these atrocities from occurring, giving all digital citizens the right to free speech without the fear of unnecessary censorship.